Hey everyone, once again you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So as we have been speaking about Microsoft Excel, so today I want to take you through Microsoft Excel errors. So Microsoft Excel errors, I'm going to talk about 4 types of errors in Microsoft Excel. So the first type of error, so I will just be showing you, then I give you the name as you have been seeing to prevent issues of Chromebook, and then you just see them and then you correlate them. So the first type of error, so in case we give it like we are supposed to get total sum, total what, total amount spent, so you can press equal sign and then supposed to put sum. So sum, and then open. Then we are supposed to open our what? We open our bracket. After opening our bracket, you highlight from there up to there. Then you close our bracket. Then you press our enter. So this is the type of error. So every error is always denoted by this hash sign here. So this is the first error. It's called the name error. So that means this name error is a type of error that comes in when the computer doesn't recognize what a function. So let's press and see. So you come here and then you double click on the cell. So it's always this way. So you see, instead of putting sum, I place double aim. That's why the computer is not recognizing. So once I remove the one aim, okay, like let me close it, this one, and then I go and so they remove him where the computer then where so the computer can now recognize that sum. Instead, if you put a double aim, the computer doesn't recognize that, but if you put a single aim, the computer recognizes that. Press our enter. So this is where we get the correct value after putting the correct formula, correct function that the computer recognizes. So let's go into the second, because the second type of error. So for example, let me say here we were not given what, we are not given the unit price. So let me delete that, and then from here we did not type, okay, let me put it like they typed 0 there. So but we are supposed to get what, we supposed to get the unit price here. We are supposed to get the unit price of what, of the books. So you know, unit price, if you are given what the amount spent and then you are given the quantity that you're supposed to get, you can what, easily get what the unit price. So you can get the unit price by dividing the amount spent by divide by the what, by divide by the quantity. So let's divide and see. So we come here, press our equal sign, and then we press this value, divide by this value here. So you enter. So this is the second one, the second error. It's called the div error. So the div error comes in when you divide figure by 0, and or we divide a figure by an empty cell. So that is it. So you get a div error, so you have to get that, you see where you have made a mistake. So the only way to recognize it, the only way to organize it is by organizing this figure, and then let me put 50 as it was before. So after putting 50, see it is automatically displayed here to be 1000. So that's two errors done. So the third type of error we are going to get, let me say that you are not given one, the units, we are not given the unit price. So if we are not given the unit price, we are told to get the unit price. So the unit price, that means we're going to divide the amount spent, divide by the quantity. So from here, we are supposed, that means, okay, let's put our equal sign. So we are supposed to use this figure and then this value here. So, but instead of using this, if I mistakenly come and press this, and then we are dividing it by this. So you see, it's getting the hash value. So this hash value here, this means this type of error is the error where you divide where you are what, instead of putting a number you use a what, you use a word instead of a number. So this type of error, the only way to realize it, you come and see where the mistake. We can remove this one here, come and replace that one with this. So that is basically with the three type of errors. Now, so the fourth type of error that we're going to talk about is going to be the null error. So the null error, this one comes when you, like for example, if you are asked to rank, like to position, to get which commodity has the commodity that has the highest amount that they have spent the highest amount on it. So you come, that means we are going to rank. We put our cosine. Cosine is supposed to, and then so we're supposed to rank. We're going to rank what? amount here, and then put this. So initially, if you're supposed to use this are the this is the way it's supposed to be a fair. You put the number, you put a comma. Instead of putting a comma, let me put in something else. Like let me put full stop, and then the reference we are going to put starting here up to here, and then the order needs to be assigned at 0. So we are supposed to close. So let me enter the dollar sign so that we can see that our problem wasn't about the what? The dollar signs. So we are done. Let's enter. So you see, type a formula when you find characters, you see, this is the type of error that we're talking about. So this error is called the null error. Whether you where you what you put instead of putting a comma or a specific what a specific kind of hyphen, whatever those types, and then you put something else. So this error that I'm so here we have this put a full stop instead of a comma. So here you can change it to a comma. Then you put something there. So you see how it goes on smoothly. So it's basically the four types of error that the four common types of errors that we always get in our Microsoft Excel. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and then follow for more videos. Thanks.